Okay, so for the meantime, i-derive muna natin yung magiging formula na gamitin natin. Okay? Okay, para sa one with slab, ang technique lang dyan guys, para hindi tayo mahirapan, is force over area. Yun lang. Force over area, that is kPa or the kilonewton per meter, no? For the one way, nababasa ninyo. So, one way slab. Okay. So, para sa option 1. So, ang distribution natin, gawa ko ng slab distribution, ay slab figure. So, ang distribution natin, ito mahati to. Hatiin lang natin to yung short span into equal. So, if this is short span, let's say SS, so ang magiging distance niyan is SS over 2, right? SS over 2. Then of course, this is the long span. So, kailangan ko lang ito. Kailangan ko tong makuha na area na yan. Yun lang naman, kailangan lang natin makuha yung area na yan, guys. So, yun. Ibig sabihin yan, i-change natin yung kulay. Yung, yung beam na to, ang ikikerry niya, itong gray na yan, na surface load, guys. Okay? Then, change natin to violet. Ang beam na to naman, ikikerry niya yung kalahati yung color blue na yan, na surface load. So, taking note, guys, na yung weight natin dito is surface load. So, in terms of kPa or kilonewton per square meter. Okay? Huwag niyo kalimutan yan. Kilonewton per square meter yung magiging weight natin. So, which is, yung weight na yan, in terms of kPa, ito na yun yung combination ng live load ninyo, ah, yung surface load, MEP load, then other consideration na in terms of kPa na loadings. Okay? So, therefore, para sa ito naman yung beam natin to at saka ito is same lang kasi yung mapapansin ninyo symmetrical yung distribution ng load. So, pwede isa lang yung i-compute natin dito. Okay? So, let's say considering this beam. So, bali ang magiging distribution ng beam na yan ng loads. Ito, of course, may support yan. Depende na kung naka-moment, fixed support or naka-pin support kayo. Okay? So, this is the loadings na na-distribute natin. Pero, dapat, hindi na siya kPa or kilonewton per square meter. It should be naka-kilonewton per meter na siya. Kilonewton per meter. So, this is the length in terms of meter. Yun. So, kailangan natin i-convert yan. So, paano? So, therefore, of course, we need to derive the formula. So, magiging formula natin dito, let's say, W na lang. Okay. W. So, W, kailangan ko makuha yung kilonewton per meter. For example, may data na tayo na W, sabi natin, surface load. Yung kinumpute ninyo in terms of kPa or kilonewton per square meter. So, sabihan ko lang dito na, kasi dapat naka-variable para sa derivation. Para maka-create tayo ng formula. So, this is in terms of kPa or kilonewton per square meter yan. Okay? Then, kailangan ko lang tumakuha yung area na yan. Itong blue na yan. Top view yan guys. Ito top view or plan. Then this is the elevation. elevation. Okay. So, first, first thing, kailangan ko makuha yung area ng rectangle na yan. Okay, rectangle. So, anong formula niyan? So, SS over 2, kasi kalahati lang, multiply natin yung length ng, ito na yan, ng beam, which is LS. Tama? LS. So, therefore, ang area natin is short span times the long span over 2. So, may area na tayo. This is in terms of square meter. Tama? Then, kailangan natin kunin yung W in terms of kilonewton. Okay? W in terms yung concentrated load in terms of Kn. So, ito, naka-Kn per square meter yung data natin. So, kailangan natin i-multiply yan sa area ng rectangle. So, therefore, yung WSU natin na in terms of kilonewton per square meter, yung mga load na kinocompute ninyo, i-multiply lang natin yan sa area of distribution load sa plan, kung makikita ninyo dyan. So, that is SS times LS over 2. That is in terms of meter square meter. So, ito ma-cancel out. So, matitira niyan is W surface load. Ito, hindi na siya magiging surface load guys kasi nga na-cancel out na siya. Pwede ko sabihin siya, sa kanya is W na lang. No? Or, sige, kayong bahala. Pwede rin SU na lang para consistent, okay? WSU, okay. WSU times SS times LS over 2. Okay. So, meron na tayong weight ng ah, load natin ng slab or kung ano man yung ultimate load na yan na surface in terms of kilonewton pa lang to guys. So, kailangan natin in terms of kilonewton per meter, paano natin gagawin yan? No? So, madali lang para makuha natin yung WU in terms of kilonewton per meter. So, kailangan lang natin yung WSU. Oh, sorry. Hindi na siya WSO. It should be W cone. Concentrated. So W cone divided by the length of the beam. Okay? Length of beam na kung siya yung mag-carry. So yung W cone natin, ito na derive na natin, that is W is U times LS times SS over 2 over yung L beam natin, yung mag-carry is LS. This is LS. So, magiging W natin para sa one-way distribution to the long span, load distributed to the long span is, ito cancel out. So, magiging weight na surface load times the SS over 2. So, ito na yung magiging formula natin at long span bearing. So, sabi natin bearing beam, yung magkikarry, yung distribution. How about kung papunta naman dito, yung isang option, no? So, ito, at least meron na tayong formula nito. So, tandaan niyo guys. Then, the next one is, same lang din yung ano, yung konsepto. Palaki natin. Ayun. Pero yung distribution natin, yung mapupunta na doon yung load sa short span. Ganyan. Pero pwede natin yan, ah, change na lang ito. Yung load na yan, ang magki-carry na yan is ito na, yung mga short span na yan. Okay? So, distribution yan pa ganyan. Excuse me. So, ito, short span. If this is long span, so, syempre, kapag one way, LS over 2 lang to. LS over 2. So, para makuha natin yung area nito, kasi symmetrical naman yan, kahit isa lang yung kunin natin, kung ano madiderive natin sa isang beam is same na rin sa iba, sa kabila. So, yung area is LS over 2 times SS. So, ito na yung area natin in terms of square meter. Then, kung napapansin ninyo or kung natatandaan ninyo, yung weight natin in terms of kN per square meter. So, kailangan natin makuha yung weight cone na yan, yung concentrated, in terms of kilonewton. So, multiply natin yung W surface load. This is kN per square meter. Multiply natin sa area. Yung area na yan in terms of square meter yan. So, yung WSU, asa na yun? Surface load natin. Okay. Given na pala siya. Given, sorry. So, cancel na yan. Cancel. So, ang area natin, i-distribute natin to. That is LS times SS over 2. Then, matitira na lang is in kilonewton. So, this is WSU times LS times SS over 2. So, check natin yung sa kabila. So, same lang din guys. So, kung titingnan natin, same lang yung formula para sa concentrated load. So, ito, i-divide lang natin yan sa beam length na SS para makuha natin yung linear load na makikerry ng short span. So, yung WU natin should be W cone concentrated over the L, the beam, the length of the beam. So, this is a WSU times LS short span over 2 over. Yung length natin ng beam is, of course, short span siya. Kasi doon natin i-distribute. So, WU, cancel yung SS. So, ang matitira natin is WSU times LS over 2. So, ito na yung magiging formula natin, guys. Kung i-distribute natin doon sa short span, yung load natin. Kapag one way yung slab natin, guys. Check natin kung anong pagkakaiba. WSU, SS, SS, LS. So, yung span ang nagkaiba lang, guys. So, of course, this is yung short span bearing nito. So, tandaan ninyo, ito lang yung kaiba. Kapag short span bearing yan, gagamitin nating length is the long span. Kapag naman bearing yung long span, short span yung gagamitin natin. So, madali lang, no?